Hey, what's up guys, it's Jackson here, back with a new video. Today I'm going to be getting 7k with this Xbow deck. It's like Xbow 3.0 except I have a rocket instead of the firewall. And the reason I'm using it with the rocket is because I found it really hard to beat all the Electro Giant mirror decks without a rocket because I just can't get any damage. And I kind of need the rocket on defense sometimes against them, so I'm going to be playing with the rocket today. It looks like this guy's playing Giant. So it's probably like Giant Minor with double Prince and like Fireball, Mega Minion, U-Wiz, all that stuff. So he goes Giant on my Expo here. So I'm going to play Archers over here. And I'm going to pull the Dark Prince with my Skellies. Okay, wow, he has arrows. So this is going to be a really hard matchup because he has arrows. Since he has arrows, that means he either doesn't have a Minor or he doesn't have a Fireball. So I'm just going to have to try to wait and see which one of those he doesn't have. I'd honestly rather him not have a Minor, because then he really can't get any damage other than his spells. So if he has a Minor, it's going to be really hard to win, because I don't really know how I'm going to break through, and it's really hard to defend. Okay, yeah, he actually has a Minor, so I'm just going to log this Minor, let my tower shoot it once. I don't really have a better play, because I don't want to have to Tesla it. He goes Mega Minion, I'm just going to play Archers in the corner. I'm playing them in the corner because he doesn't have a Fireball, and he's not back to arrows. I'm going to Expo now, because he's at 10 Elixir. Okay, I predict his Dark Prince. He's going to have the Giant, so the Giant was at 6. I'm going to play Archers or Skellies up high to protect my Archer. And I'm going to Knight on the Giant. He's going to have to E-Wiz. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to Electro Spirit over here. And I think I'm just able to get away with Archers, and that should clean everything up. I don't think he's going to arrow these. That'd be a really bad play. Okay, yeah. So he doesn't arrow these. He actually goes with a Minor to protect his U-Wiz. That's really interesting. I'm just going to log it and get some log chip on that side. And I think I'm going to save my Skellies because he might have a Prince. I'm going to Expo. I don't think he's back to Giant yet. Okay, yeah, so here goes Prince. So I'm going to play Knight, and then I'm going to go Skellies to shove it. So, oh wow, you went arrow. So I'm going to get a big Expo lock here. So that's really nice. And he goes E-Wiz. I'm going to block it. And I'm going to log. Hopefully it doesn't shoot again. Okay, it shoots again. So I got a lot of damage there. One thing to notice, guys, is that I didn't play the Skellies on the Electro Wizard because I knew he had to Prince my Expo. And my Skellies actually retargeted the Prince on the Expo, and I was able to get damage because of it. So that's something really subtle that you need to pay attention to. I'm going to go Knight here to protect my Tesla. I'm going to go Skellies on the Minor, Archers on the Giant. Okay, he actually zaps the Archers, which is really interesting. So I'm just going to play a Tesla here to block the Giant and kill the E-Wiz. Okay, perfect. Wow. So that was really well played on my part. He did make a mistake, and I capitalized on it. So we got a lot of damage there. I don't know how he's losing this matchup, to be honest. This is a really good matchup for him. So if I win, I'm going to BM him hard. I might even go to his clan after. Okay, he goes Minor here. I'm going to play a Knight. I thought he would Minor on the inside, but he didn't. I'm going to push it off my tower with Skellies. I'm going to Archers the Mega Minion, and my tower's shooting it as well. He's at my Skellies for some reason. I don't know why I did that, and arrows my Archers. But his push is dead. I'm going to go Expo here on the inside, so my Tesla helps out. He has to defend my Knight over there, so he placed the Dark Prince, which means he has a Giant at 6. Okay, I'm just going to play a Knight on this Dark Prince. I'm going to play E-Spirit, Skellies on the Minor. I'm going to go Archers on the Giant. And I'm going to have to log because he's zapped, and I don't want to take a lot of damage. He goes with the arrows there, so I'm going to have to go Knight, and I'm going to have to play an E-Spirit to protect my tower from the Dark Prince charge. We're still up a lot of damage. I'm doing a pretty good job of making him split up his damage and not over-defending one side. Okay, he goes Giant again on defense. I'm not going to get any damage here, but every time he plays a Giant on defense, he's not playing on offense, which is better for me. He goes Prince Minor at the bridge. Wow, okay, so I'm just going to play Knight on the Prince. I'm going to log E-Spirit the Minor, and I'm going to play Archers on it too. Okay, he zaps, so I'm going to play Skellies. Perfect. Okay, nice. I'm going to have to go Knight on this Dark Prince, I think. I'm going to Expo on the left here. I haven't shown a rocket yet, so I'm going to rocket the right. Okay, perfect. I'm going to walk first, and I'm going to rocket and get a nice value rocket here. I'm going to go Skellies, E-Spirit on the Prince, and I'm going to play a Knight. Okay, he overcommits with arrows and a Minor too, so he's not going to be able to defend this Expo. It's going to be game. So I'm going to block this E-Wiz here. I BM'd a little early, so I did miss the block. So my Expo doesn't walk onto the tower again, but I don't think it matters. I'm just going to rocket the tower here and just start playing more defense, but that's in the middle here. I'm going to Knight up high, Skellies on the Minor, and that's going to be a game. So I'm going to rocket the tower here. I think it should take. Yeah, so it's going to take. So I'm going to be in this guy really hard, and I'm going to go join his clan and be in him some more just because I don't really know how he lost this matchup. He gave me only 24 trophies too. Okay, let me leave. Hopefully I can join his clan. Okay, perfect, yeah. So let me post a replay, and I'm gonna spam the laugh. I hope he responds. This is really funny. I don't know how he lost, like he's so bad. That matchup was free. This is so funny. I love doing this. It's fun being toxic. So I'm in the next game against this guy. I don't know how to pronounce the first part of his name. He goes Skeleton Army at the bridge. I don't have a log where Skellies or Electro Spirit, so I just have to play Archers. That's probably the worst case scenario. He goes Bats too, so I think it might be like Sparky or Giant Graveyard, or maybe even like Lava Clone. Okay, so I think it's like Giant Sparky here because, like with the Mini Horde and whatnot, because I do see the Sparky and the Bats and the Skeleton Army. I'm going to rocket that Sparky though because he's going to have to play more Elixir on my Knight. Okay, he has a Musketeer. This is interesting. Normally they have like a Minion Horde and Bats instead of a Musketeer, so maybe he doesn't have a Minion Horde and he's playing Musketeer. I'm just going to Tesla in the middle here. He might go Giant in front, which is going to be fine because I'm just going to be able to get back to another Knight. So I'm going to Skellies here to protect. Oh wow, okay, he has a Graveyard, so I'm going to play Archers in the Graveyard. I'm going to Knight to kill the Muskie, and I'm going to log the Graveyard now and knock back the Giant. Okay. Oh, he zapped my Archers. That zap was really bad. Just because I don't think he has much elixir here. I'm going to Xbow at 0. He's not able to get a Sparky down or a Musketeer. If he plays Skeleton Army, I can just play the Electro Spirit. I'm going to Skellies right now because he's at 4. Okay, yeah, so he played the Musket 4 there. I'm going to Archers 2 to kill the Muskie. It does lock on to my Xbow, which is fine because he has to play arrows. So I think we should be about even in elixir now, but that was really well played on my part by knowing his elixir and knowing he was low. And able to capitalize on it and take most of his tower, so I am able to just rocket his tower and like play 2 logs, I think, and I'll be able to take it. So hopefully I can just play defense the rest of the game. He played a really bad zap on this first sequence, so that's why I was able to get a lot of damage, because if he had that extra 2 elixir he could have defended much easier. I'm just going to Knight in front of my King here to kill the Giant. He might go Sparky. I'm just going to have to rocket if he does. I'm going to play Electro Spirit early to kill the Bats. I'm going to log before I play my Skellies. I'm going to play the Skellies to block the Musk, and I'm going to Tesla to kill it. Okay, he goes Graveyard, so I'm going to go Archer's Knight here to get back to the log. He does play the log. I'm going to play the Electro Spirit first. I do only hit 1 Skelly there. I'm going to save my log. We have 2 Knights going down the lane. I'm going to rocket the Sparky. I don't think it'll get down in time to kill... Yeah. Oh, it actually does. Okay. I'm going to Archer's High here. I think I might get some damage here, either with the Knight or the Archers. Okay, the Knight goes to the Musk, which is annoying. Hopefully the Archer hits the tower. Okay, perfect. So that means the tower's in rocket range, so I don't need to play 2 logs. I'm going to Tesla in the middle here. He goes Giant. I'm going to Knight over here. I'm going to Skellies on the Giant, and I'm going to log the Graveyard. And he arrowed, so I'm just going to play Archers, and that's going to be the game. Well, this arrow's really bad, and this guy played terrible. I don't know how he lost this. All these Giant Graveyard players just like to overcommit on offense, and they never know how to defend, so I'm going to beat him really hard. So I'm in the next game against Kazukai. I'm going to activate my King here. Okay, he has double Spirit, so that tells me it's Xbow with the pump. So I'm going to Xbow here with my Knight. He doesn't have much elixir to defend this. They have like Mini P.E.K.K.A and Archer Queen. I'm going to Archers here. Okay, I'm going to play Skellies to block the Queen. And yeah, we're going to get Xbow lock. So the key in this matchup is to just don't lose your tower because they don't have a big spell. Like they can get as many elixir pumps down as they want, but as long as you just like take a little bit of damage, because like obviously you're going to have to take damage because they have the pump advantage, but if you just don't lose your tower, then you can kind of just like eventually like stall out their pump advantage and then defend. I hope that makes sense. So like I'm talking about here, I'm going to let that pump go. I'm not going to rocket it, and I'm just going to start chipping his tower down. Okay, I'm going to have to play a Knight on this Fire Spirit here. That's really annoying. He goes E-Spirit in the back. Let's see. Yeah, so he predicts with an Archer Queen there. That was kind of obvious. Kind of knew he would predict it there, so I was waiting on my Xbow. So my Xbow is going to be able to kill his Archer Queen. He's probably just going to put down another pump if I had to guess. Maybe like, yeah, okay, so he plays the pump there. The position of his pump tells me that he thinks I'm playing Fireball because I wouldn't be able to Fireball the pump and the left tower. I'm still not going to show him what spell I'm using though because he might play a little bit different because of that. I'm actually going to log the pump here. Logging the pump denies 2 elixir, and if I log the tower, then I'm down 2 elixir, but since I logged the pump, I deny him 2 elixir, so it's actually an even trade. I'm going to put a knight here to protect my Xbow. He's probably just going to go with an archer queen here. I'm going to play skellies now. Okay, that locks on the Xbow. That's really annoying. So if that didn't lock on the Xbow, I was just going to log. I'm going to have to log now, but I'm still not going to get any damage, of course. He might just pump again. Okay, he goes Xbow. So I'm just going to play Electro Spirit and just Tesla. And I think that should full defend it. Yeah, so he shoved that Xbow up. They don't have many counters for Tesla on their Xbow. He actually gives me a really good rocket here on 2 elixir pumps, so I'm going to take it. And now he's going to go try to play another Xbow. Yeah, so he plays another Xbow here. I'm going to have to go with a knight low. And he goes with an archer queen. I'm going to defensive Xbow here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I'm going to have to take some damage here, I think. I'm going to log here. Maybe I actually don't take any damage. I can't really tell. I'm going to play a second knight just to be safe. I don't want to take a lot of damage. If he goes with the mini pack, I'm going to have to play archers. Okay. He's probably going to Xbow on the left, if I had to guess. If he does, then I think I'm just going to have to... Okay, I'm going to defensive Xbow. I'm going to play Electro Spirit, and hopefully I can get back to a knight. Archers or knight. Go. Oh my god. Knight didn't get down in time. I'm going to have to log here. That Xbow did kill my defensive Xbow, but my Xbow is locked on now, so I think that's going to be the game. He didn't really get any damage because he didn't get enough pumps down, but as you guys see, I stalled out his pump advantage because now he has no pumps down, and I'm up in the defensive Xbow because I played it before him. So I think he honestly just might give up. I don't really know how he wins from here. This is a really good matchup once again, but for them to win, they have to play get like 4 elixir pumps down, but he didn't do that, so I was able to just defend pretty easily and overwhelm him on defense. So, pretty good game. Thanks. Okay, so I'm against this guy. He raged his tower. This guy actually plays Giant Sparky with Dark Prince, Mini P.E.K.K.A, Elixir Pump, Wizard, and Minion Horde. I'm going to Xbow here into the right tower, and I'm just going to try to do as much damage as I can, because the way I've been winning against this guy is to just kind of take most of his tower and then try to defend the rest of the game. So he actually plays a Sparky there. He doesn't know I have a rocket, so what I'm going to do is act mad, and I'm going to try to let my Xbow get as much damage as possible. So he's going to go Giant in front of this, and I'm just going to have to play a rocket. So as you can see, his tower is 800 damage, and I'm just going to rocket here. I do hit the Dark Prince too, but as a shield, so I'm going to have to defend it more. I might even need to play like a log. Okay, yeah, I'm going to put to play a log here. Hopefully I don't take any damage. Okay, perfect. So, oh, he actually, okay, wow. I'm going to play archers here. That's going to be a +1 trade for me. So what I did there was I went into the tower. I went Xbow into the tower when he played the elixir pump, and that's because I knew that he would sacrifice the damage on the tower to try to build a push. But because I had the rocket, I was able to defend it like perfectly because like rocket just like does so much damage against the Sparky and the Giant. He played another pump there. That's fine. I'm not going to cycle to a rocket to kill it. I'm just going to go Xbow here because he might Sparky in the back. Okay, yeah, so I predicted Sparky in the back. So we're going to have to take his whole tower here. That's really nice. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to let this walk up and then play another rocket on it. Then he's probably going to play like a minion horde and rage it if I had to assume. So I'm going to rocket now. He's probably going to drop the minion horde, so I'm going to have to play Electro Spirit, and then I'm going to kite it back with Skellies. Okay, I don't kite all of the minion horde because of the rage, but my archer should clean it up. I'm going to take a little bit of damage, but it's not the end of the world because he doesn't have a big spell, so he's not going to be able to take my whole tower. So this is a really good position. I don't really see how he wins from this position. All I have to do is just sit back and play defense and just chuck rockets on defense to make sure that he can't get any damage. I don't care about that elixir pump. He played it with like 50 seconds left, so it's not going to get very much value because I think it takes like a minute for the elixir pump to get its value back. So that's not really helping him too much. I'm just going to rocket log this. I'm logging first, obviously, to kill the Dark Prince shield. Hopefully I don't miss the mini P.E.K.K.A. Okay, perfect. He played a Sparky in the back, so he's probably going to try to go in again. So, I mean, I don't really know what he expects. I have a cycle deck. I'm just going to go archers in the corner and just go Skelly's Electro Spirit and just get back to a log and do the same thing again. Here's the log. Here's the rocket. Yeah, I don't really know what he was trying to do with that. These Sparky players are so bad, man. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be the game. I'm going to go ahead and start laughing at him. He's kind of wasting my time here. I wish he would have just given up already. But as you can see, you can kind of abuse the fact that these players, they automatically assume you have a fireball when you're playing Xbow, but if you have a rocket, you can get a lot of value out of it and just kind of win the game from there. So I think this is going to be the last game I need for 7k. We're against Abid Alil, and he is just spamming the emote. I think he's mad because I counter him. That's what most players do at top ladder, is they like spam the CRL emote or like this little pointy emote whenever they're mad because they know your deck and you counter them. So he has a Valkyrie here. I don't really know what deck he could be playing that I have like such a good matchup against. And Zappies. I think he actually might counter me. I think it might be Giant Skeleton Graveyard. I'm going to Expo Tesla here. Okay, he has a bowler, so this is, yeah, this is Graveyard Freeze. So this is actually a really good matchup for me now. I know why he's laughing. I'm going to get a lot of damage here. I'm going to play Skellies right now because I think he's at 4 elixir. Yeah, so he's at 4. I'm going to play a Knight 2 to block the Baby Dragon. Okay, perfect. So I did a good job keeping track of his elixir there and was able to defend my Expo. I'm going to get a lot of damage. If he goes Graveyard with this, it would be really bad because he doesn't have freeze, so my archers would clean it up. Yeah, he doesn't go Graveyard here, so I'm just going to eat the Baby Dragon damage. It's not the end of the world. We definitely got a better trade out of that. So his tower's at 3 rockets and a few logs, so I need to keep that in mind. The key in this matchup is just playing like efficient defense with your Tesla, because they can't really kill the Tesla. They don't have a big spell. And one thing you need to be aware of is the bowler, because they can actually like bowler tornado your tower just because the bowler has such a long range. If your tower is targeting the bowler, then they can actually tornado it to the knight to the tower, and the bowler will splash the tower. It's really annoying. I hope he doesn't do it to me just because it's really hard to defend. The bowler has so much health that it almost feels hopeless when they do it against you. So he goes bowler in the back. I'm just going to defensive expo this. I'm not going to rocket it because I don't want him to know I have a rocket yet. Let's see. He goes Baby Dragon. I'm just going to Tesla the Baby Dragon. And he might go in on the right. If he goes in on the right, I'm just going to rocket. Okay, I need to rocket this. I think I might have missed. Okay, yeah. So I missed the Inferno Dragon there. Not the end of the world. I can just play Skellies. I didn't get punished for missing that, luckily enough, but it's still kind of funny because it's always funny to miss a rocket until Chief Bat. Okay, I'm going to split archers here. He can't go in right now, which is why I'm comfortable splitting archers. Let's see. I'm just going to have to play a Tesla up high to kill the Baby Dragon. Get him the Tesla. Okay, perfect. And he goes Zappies there up high, so this is going to be really annoying. I'm going to Skellies the corner. He goes Valk. I'm going to block the bridge with the Knight. And he graveyards the right, so I'm going to play archers on the graveyard. He might freeze on the left. Okay, he freezes on the left. I'm going to have to Tesla and then get to an Electro Spirit. That's going to get a lot of damage, though. I kind of assumed he would do that just because it made the most sense, but I was still kind of slow reacting to it. I'm going to Expo on the right here because I'm mad he got a lot of damage. He gets the bowler down. I'm just going to rocket everything. He's going to get a Valk down in time, though. He has enough elixir for it. Okay, he plays Zappies instead, so he does get the Zappies down. It's fine. We're still in a pretty good position, but it could have been better, obviously, because I took a lot of damage from the Inferno Dragon freeze. He goes Inferno Dragon in the back. I'm just going to Expo again. If he goes Valk, I'm going to rocket it. Okay, he plays Valk in the middle. I can't rocket that. He might go Baby Dragon. Yeah, there's a Baby Dragon. I'm just going to get a rocket here. Hopefully it only hits my Expo twice. I'm going to play a Knight here to block the bowler. Okay, that was really well played by him playing the bowler low, because it's going to kill my Knight. So that was extremely smart on this part. I got to give it to him. Really interesting NATO there, though, but the bowler does splash the Expo, so I guess it was well played. I'm going to Tesla Electro Spirit here to kill the Zappies. He goes with an Inferno Dragon. I'm just going to play archers here. He might go with the graveyard. Okay, I'm going to block the bridge, and I'm going to go Skellies Electro Spirit. I'm going to Expo on the right here because he's going to freeze on offense. Yeah, so he can't get the bowler down now. He has to get Zappies down. I'm just going to go Valk. He doesn't have enough elixir, especially after the NATO, and I don't think he's going to be able to get anything down. Okay, he does. I'm going to rocket the tower here because he still has to defend this Expo. Yeah, so he chooses to smartly defend it with the bowler in the middle there to push on offense. I'm going to cycle archers in the corner for the graveyard. I'm going to Skellies on the Inferno Dragon and Knight on the bowler. I'm going to Electro Spirit now because he's going to freeze, and I'm going to log. And he goes with the NATO. I'm going to play a second set of archers just to be safe. And I think I can just rocket the tower now, and that's going to be the game. So I'm going to go ahead and start laughing at him, as always. I'm going to Tesla high here so the bowler doesn't walk across the bridge so it doesn't hit my tower. And then it's going to be, yeah, he can't get my tower. So really good game against this guy. He played pretty well. I got to give it to him, but as you guys saw at the start, he was laughing because I countered him. So not much he could do there, but it was a really well played game on my part, other than taking the Inferno Dragon freeze damage. So I think that's going to put me at 7K. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.